Hey guys, welcome to another car with one video. This is an in-depth tour of a 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser 70 series. In this video, I'll give you a full walk around this car. I'll show the exterior, the interior, a couple of interesting features of the car, and so on. Let's get straight into it. The model you see here is the GXL version, which is the top of the range. You can see for the 2024, they've done a slight redesign in the front fascia. But just go a little forward, you can see the headlights are being redesigned for 2024. You can see you've got these full LED headlights, as you can see. Also with some LED daytime running lights as well. Actually, look a little bit closer. Kind of reminds you of Iron Man's arc reactor, which is kind of funny when you think about it. And you can see you got this sort of nice sort of painted black trim inside the headlight there. Compared to the previous version, they actually had it as one piece, the headlight, but they've kind of like separated them as two separate pieces, kind of reminiscent of the earlier 7 Series model. You can see you got more of a squared off grille as well. You can see this sort of matte, sort of like a matte black finish. You can see it with the Toyota emblem, so Toyota logo embossed there, opposed for the Toyota logo instead, which I thought was quite interesting. But just step a little bit back, you can kind of see it's a little bit more squared off as well, what they've done here as well. Also, to get the times, they've also added a couple of extra features, such as the forward radar they've done here as well. And they've also added some other features as well, such as update a little bit the interior slightly, and given 2 new engine options, so I'll show you in a moment. So I'll switch to a wide angle lens so you can get a better look at the front end. See, you got some additional lights there. It's got this sort of nice chrome bumper, and you can see this actually, also this front bumper can also act as a step. Just better look at these lights. You can see you got your indicators now separated, opposed to being one piece. I think I just mentioned that earlier. Now, with the new Land Cruiser, they've actually given now 2 options. Before, it was a 4.5 litre diesel, 8-cylinder diesel, so that was the only engine option, and now only comes in the manual. Now this particular one comes with a automatic transmission as an option, and comes with a 2.8 litre diesel, which I believe is a 4-cylinder, I believe. So that's actually a nice, interesting option they've got. So, which I thought was pretty cool what they've done as well. So you can see you got the standard, like, you know, the Land Cruiser logo. You can see they've done that there. That's nothing's really changed there. If I go a bit to the side, you can see the pretty much the sides look pretty much the same. They've got some nice plastic cladding. The wheels have slightly changed. Now, well, they do look pretty much the same as the previous year's one, but they've given it a different paint scheme. You can see you've got these really nice sort of like a dark grey finish they've got going on here, which is pretty cool. Okay, look at that suspension. You can have a look here. Tires pretty much the same as the previous year, but they've got the Dunlop Grand Trek 81 tires. These are made in Japan, and you can see they're quite beefy, these sort of tires. It's actually quite raised, but people are going to pretty much raise them even higher anyway, because people like to upgrade the suspension on these sort of cars. Still has the same ladder frame technology, so pretty much they build the body and then they slap it to a frame. It's a body on frame design. You can see they've got these indicators on the side. There's sort of these big ones they've mounted on the side here. That one they've done for this year as well. This one is a GXL version. Standard mirrors, what you got on the previous one as well. So you got these aluminium side steps over here. Interior looks pretty much the same as the previous one. You can see the gear shift looks a little bit different, and then they've got a newer head unit, which I'll just show you in just a moment. It would be nice if they actually made the interior black, which they had a special edition. They did that in the black interior, which I don't know why they didn't do it for this one. See, the build quality is so good. That's what I love about these. Like, it's got that, even the handles, like that click, it just sounds so, just feels so satisfying. So I kind of like how they've done the tray that's matching the paintwork as well, which I thought was pretty cool. This is a genuine Toyota accessory. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's actually, they had the logo at the front there, which was a chrome grille, which they've changed it like that. So this one is the tray, you can see. And you've got a shield as well there, just to protect you in case of an accident. You don't want, so the cargo doesn't go flying. So I'll just step back, have a look. So this is the tray, you can see. So it's pretty standard, like, you know, got your standard brake lights and stuff like that over there. Your number plate, and then you can see they've mounted the the spare tire like that, which I thought was a bit unusual. Unless, I don't know if that's temporary or that's actually supposed to be like that. Oh no, it's actually supposed to be mounted like that. Okay, that's a little bit weird. I thought they would have mounted it underneath. So you can see here's your tow bar information here. You can see how much this can, on the tow ball, you can see that's the towing information. 3.4 tons, and then this is the sticker. You can see all the other stuff underneath. Pretty much standard stuff. You can have a look. Got leaf spring suspension, solid rear axle, and you can see this one's also filled with some nice mud flaps there too. They've done these Toyota mud flaps. Check out the rear brakes. You got discs in the rear as well, which is also cool. And you can see you got this sort of nice brushed aluminium finish on the side there. So you can see this one you can unlock like so. Swing these open. And then you can, well, first you kind of have to like undo the top ones first before anything. And you can raise this one lower like this. You can slide your large items across. See? And you know, because I've already mounted that, you can also pull this one. But okay, so this is the tray, so you can undo it like this, like so. You undo these poles here. Then you pull this down. Now this is a little bit new, which I didn't know. So what they got these little posts here. You have to pull these down too. If you don't, you can't pull it down. So I pull these posts down, and then this in theory should come down to the side like that. And then you can do the same thing on the other side as well. And you can slide something over or do whatever you want. So it gives you a bit of the idea. So I'll put this one back. So yeah, this is a little bit fiddly, but you know, once you wrap your head around it, it's not too bad. Like so. And this just goes back up. And then this can lock in place like that. This one like so. And same with the other side. Okay, pretty cool stuff. Sorry about that. Apart from that, so you can just have a look on the sides here. You can see, got these posts here. You can actually tie some items down if you want to. Let's say you want to put a net over or something like that, which is actually pretty cool. Let's have a look at the inside of the Land Cruiser. I don't have the key with me this time, so there's a lot of things going on about having keys in cars and stuff. They're having problems with it. So you can see it's pretty much the same as the previous one. The switch gear and all that's relatively the same. They've updated some things just to get with the times. So the front here, you can see they've updated the gauges. A little bit hard to see. You can see you got these 4 gauges. Looks a little bit different. And you can see your rev counter there, speedometer top there, and you can see a voltmeter for the battery, temperature gauge, fuel gauge, and oil gauge. So pretty much standard stuff, and you can have little stuff like that. Rubber steering wheel here, you can see here. Your indicators on the left, so wiper controls to the left, headlight indicator controls to the right. Same switch gear as the previous one, so you can see plus, minus, CQ3 station, hands-free telephone, and you've got other additional stuff they've added just to keep this car relevant and to be able to stay on the market. So they've added lane departure warning, you can see there. They've also added, I think, radar. I think I mentioned that earlier. But I don't seem to see a blind spot monitoring system. So I'm surprised they doesn't have that, because it would be hard to wire that to these type of mirrors. So I think that's enough to keep this car on the market. So I thought that was quite interesting. So interesting stuff. Now, another thing I just wanted to talk about is you can see it's all hard plastics here. They've done all that there. Standard airbags there as well. They don't sell these cars in the US, they're only available in Australia. Head unit, pretty much the same, but this time you got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you can connect to the screen, so you got an updated screen here. They've also added 2 USB Type-C ports, which is nice. A power outlet, pretty standard, and you've got all these additional blank buttons and stuff like that there. You can see the gear shifter is also new, because this one is the 2.8 litre model, 4-cylinder diesel, so I believe diesel, and I'll let you know the motion graphics. So that one actually gives you the automatic transmission, whereas if you go for the 8-cylinder model, the 4.5, that gives you only the manual. So I believe 6-speed, I'll let you know. So you can see you got the standard gear shifter here too, which is actually, that kind of looks very similar to the later ones. All your different like driving style stuff here. high, low. I think this was moved because I recall that being somewhere here, unless it's my imagination. So it looks a little bit different. Maybe they moved it around on the automatic version. So you can see you've got 2 large cup holders here and here. Some additional storage here, which is also pretty nice what they've done here too. And pretty much standard little pocket storage for a wallet. Yeah, and that's about it really. So pretty much it looks relatively about the same. You can see they've added this sort of stuff here on top of over here as well. So for your hands-free and stuff like that. And you can see for the forward radar, they've added this. It looks really aftermarket, but you know, it is a new feature. They've added that forward radar and stuff like that. They've added that there too. So the seats are pretty standard. You've got the cloth seats here, you can see. They feel pretty nice. You can see it's got this sort of nice blue, bits of blue in it. But yeah, visibility is very good. You won't be disappointed. You can see how good the visibility is. It's actually pretty nice. You can see very clearly, lots of glass all around you and stuff like that. So I guess you won't be disappointed. Standard HVAC controls, all your air conditioning controls you can see here. Hot, cold, recycling and so on in different drive modes, stuff like that. And then you can see you can for high, low, and that's for your fan speed. So you can see build quality feels pretty nice. Let's have a look at the receipts. You can see also all your switches, stuff like that. Pretty nice. Pretty much the same as the previous one. You can see the same style seats. You can see you've got vinyl here. These can also fold as well. Yeah, sorry. So you've got plenty of space to keep your feet here, which is also good. And you can see you got the same switches here. The rear looks pretty much the same. A couple of grub handles and stuff like that there. And you got, you know, interior lighting. And I'll just show you the dashboard from the rear seat. GXL of 2.8, I think 84,000. I'll let you know in the motion graphics. Be nice if it optioned it with a black interior opposed to grey, because grey kind of makes the interior look a little bit old and dated. I don't know, what do you guys think about that? So, but overall, I think it looks still pretty nice, and it's nice they've added some modern day conveniences. Just cause why not? You know, I thought it's pretty cool. Let's have a look at the engine bay. See, there's no sort of pocket storage on the sides here, or even it would be nice if they had a map pocket storage. I think that would be pretty good. All these side door cards are soft here. Carpeting is actually pretty soft here. Rubber mats over here, and you can see you got some pockets here as well. I think I forgot to mention that. It looks like the air conditioning is ducted underneath the seat as well. Another thing worth to note. I did forget this car does come with a snorkel. You can see, so it's great when you're going off-roading, stuff like that. Now we'll have a look at that updated engine. So this is the 2.4. I did mention that earlier. Sorry, 2.8 litre diesel. I believe it's a diesel, or isn't it? So this is the new 2.8 litre engine. You can see. Looks quite different than the other one if you've seen the other one. But it's kind of funny because you see how much smaller it is. You can see how much more room you have. Like look how empty it is compared, because normally you have the 4.5 in here. So quite interesting. Airbox, coolant, and an additional one too. So looks like you got 2 reservoirs here. Power steering for your brake fluid there, and in case someone makes fun of me, your wiper motor there. I remember my previous video ever made fun of me doing that. So pretty standard stuff. So this is like, have a good look at the interior here. Okay. Now I'm just going to pick this one up. There you go. Well, that's my little walk around of the Toyota Land Cruiser GXL. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'll leave the details of this dealership in the description below. Another Toyota. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next one. Take care.